Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is a huge pleasure and a relief and very exciting time for me right now to be able to finally bring you this video on the Madbug slash Silent Surfer Michael Myers head sculpt, which you can clearly see is now on a body. And I've set up this little display for you. We've got the Ones Customs Blackest Eyes V2 in the background. We'll do a comparison between these two, let you know my thoughts on that on a separate video. I'm going to milk this one. You know, it is October. I want to give you guys a lot of content. So this will just be a little introduction to the new head sculpt. And yeah, just wow. I mean, it really is quite impressive. I've been messing with the hair a little bit. The hair was way more kind of flat to the head when I first got it. I do like this kind of more bigger hair look. I always think of it as the moment when he steps out from the hedge or steps back behind the hedge. To me, his hair always looks a little bit kind of like 50s kind of greaser, kind of just a bit of volume to it in that scene. There are other scenes where not so much, and obviously you can see here, you know, at the front he really looks like Captain Kirk there. That's an awesome moment. But yeah, I mean, you've got various reference pictures and stuff. I did a little bit of work to the back of the head to get the hair to kind of do that a little bit more so you can see the split. And here he is here. What does this look like? Let's see. Let's get right up in his grill. Now you can't really see there, but yeah, not too much volume in that one. But that's just the kind of look I like. I've heard some people say they don't like the hair on the Ones Customs head because the hair's too big, but that's one of the things I like most about it. I do like the bigger hair look, like I said, not afro size or anything, but I don't think it works. Like, there's a picture of this going around, well, most of the pictures to be honest, where the hair is quite flat to the sculpt, and it just doesn't help the symmetry of the whole thing. Once you bring this little, I basically just put my finger here and just kind of go like that, and but then try to get more of a triangle kind of shape to it by just pushing down the sides here. But yeah, that's the kind of look I like for it. But anyway, the paint job on this is pretty exceptional. I'll just let you see. I'll probably do a little true light video on this head sculpt tomorrow. I've left it a bit late to film this video today. Now, I have to do the awkward part of the video, and I know Nathan, Mr. Silent Surfer, will eventually see this video at some point, hopefully. So, obviously, it's a bit awkward talking about this because, you know, it was a bit of an ugly situation at times. But it's here now, and to be honest, that's the main thing, and I'm really, really happy with it. But it is, technically it's a year late, and the situation was, I mean, I'm quite deep into the whole commission custom figure thing now. Got quite a few head sculpts made by different people in the works, paid the deposit and waiting for the finished head, and then I pay the rest of the money and it gets shipped out. And when I went to Nathan, I was really inexperienced, zero experience, and I did not know how it all worked and what the kind of waiting game was like. I have heard during the wait for this head sculpt from various people that yeah, some people do end up waiting a year or two sometimes for their custom heads or their custom figures. And well, the situation was, I think it was what was it now, September 4th if I remember correctly. I got a message from Nathan. I was at work that night and I was on the night shift, and I was doing my rounds, and I got a message from Nathan saying, if you can send me the full payment now, then I'll do your head sculpt in the next couple of days and you'll have it in time for Halloween. That was 2017 Halloween. So I paid, and it was a bit of a pain because I was really short on money that month. It gotten to the point of the month where I'd spent all my money and didn't really have much left. I had basically exactly enough to send Nathan the payment for the rest of the, for the rest of the payment for the head. So I knew I was going to have a hard time that month and not eat too much, but I really wanted the head sculpt in time for that Halloween, so I paid the money, and it never happened. And I'd message Nathan from time to time. I didn't want to be a pest. I'm very self-aware. I'm pretty intelligent, and enough to know that you don't want to be a pest to people. You don't want to come across as a crazy person saying, excuse me, have you done my head yet? Have you done my head yet? It's the last thing I wanted to be. But people kept telling me things like, oh, you got, well, Michael Cortez, the dude who hooked this all up originally, he was like, just keep messaging him, just don't let him forget, just like keep messaging. I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to keep messaging him because that's going to annoy him. But people kept telling me, you got to keep pestering Nathan, you got to keep messaging, don't let him forget, keep messaging him. So I was like, all right, well, I'll do it. Maybe in a few weeks I'll send him another message, just a little brief one. So it did drag on a while. Nathan would always get back to me, sometimes not as satisfactory as you might sort of want. I mean, that's compared to other people that I've worked with. David Tucker from C Creations is obviously, no offense to David Tucker, but nowhere near as in demand as someone like Nathan Silent Surfer. He's been in the game a long time. He's one of the best painters out there. If you look at his Facebook page and some of the stuff he's done, it's silly good. So full respect to Nathan for his abilities, man. And I know he's busy, so I have to, think outside the box, look at things from other perspectives. It's very easy to just get angry, and I did get angry a few times thinking about it, thinking, God, it's almost a year. Where the hell's my head sculpt? If I hadn't have paid the full payment, it wouldn't have been so bad. If I had just been, paid the deposit and just waiting for him to let me know when it was done, then I'd pay the rest. It wouldn't have been as bad. But it's because I got that message that night saying, if you can send me all the money now, I'll get your head sculpt here in time for Halloween 2017. That is why I was so sort of confused and frustrated. But it never got heated between me and Nathan. I mean, I just asked him. Sometimes he'd just reply back with "not yet," which was the not exactly what you want to hear when you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for some kind of. All it takes, it's just communication. I know the guy's busy, and I know Nathan's probably watching this, so it's very awkward. So, but all it takes sometimes. It's like when I got the head sculpt today. I thought to myself, if there's a little note in the box, and by the way, there was no certificate of authenticity with this head, and I'm sure most people who get a head sculpt from Nathan get some kind of certificate. Well, I didn't get one, but it was just the head in a box. What was I going to say? But yeah, I was thinking to myself, when this head sculpt does turn up, if there's just a little piece of paper in that just says, "I'm sorry for the long wait, I hope you enjoy the head," something like that. I'm an easy person I never forgive people, to be honest. I'm Irish Scorpio, so we don't forget and we don't forgive, but we do calm down. It's always there. But yeah, there was no note or nothing like that in the box. Nothing kind of personal, just to kind of say, sorry it was late. Nothing like that. But he did send me a message on Facebook saying sorry for the long wait. So that's technology for you. He didn't do it in a note. He did it on Facebook, and that is the modern way. So that is absolutely fine. So yes, it was a year late, and it was very frustrating, and I found the whole thing just really stressful at times. But it's here now, and he did an incredible job, and I'm sure my poxy little YouTube video on my very small YouTube channel is not going to do anything to dent Mr. Nathan's reputation in the 1/6 game, because he is one of the very best at what he does. So obviously, like I said, no hard feelings there. But I do have to let you guys know the truth. We review stuff on YouTube, and some of us go on about how honest we are all the time, but we're all basically honest. I mean, you wouldn't start a YouTube channel just to lie to people. Some people do, I guess, but like 90% of the people who review figures on YouTube are being honest with you all the time anyway, so there's no need to harp on about it. But I am being honest with you, and that's why I'm talking about my experience getting this head sculpt and trying to move the camera around as much as possible so it's not boring for you. Hope I'm not making you nauseous. So yeah, anything else I want to say? Yeah, so I'm very, very happy with the sculpt, very happy with the paint job by Nathan. Nathan also did the hair, and I'm very happy with that. And I've got him on the Uncell coveralls, which I did dye navy blue, but over time the dye has seemed to have faded, and they're kind of going back to their original color, but with a hint of blue, which I really like, because in certain lights it goes back to the sort of charcoal grey again, but just with a hint of navy, which is really what I was after in the first place. And I sent off, if you saw the last video I uploaded, you'll know that I sent some material, some very special rare material, to Tanila from Tanila's Customs, who's going to be making me 2, possibly 3 sets of coveralls with incredibly movie accurate to 1978 Myers material. So you can look forward to that. There may even be a competition for the 3rd set of coveralls for some of you lucky, well, one of you lucky guys out there in Myers collectible land. So I'm glad I've got all of the awkward section of the video out of the way. I don't want to be someone who has, I was talking about this one with buddy Nick. I've seen other people in the past really lose their temper about something, and they put up a video and they're right. I'm right. If you got a reason, you got a reason, and sometimes you got to let the people know. But the same time, I didn't want to put an ugly rant video on my channel, because it doesn't matter. You always calm down, and then you look back on the past, and you look back on the video and you think, oh God, you know, first world problems. You know, it's just, it's not worth it. So yeah, very happy with it. Someone comes to me and says, I'm thinking about going to Nathan for a head sculpt, would you recommend it? You know, as long as you don't mind waiting, because he does amazing work. But don't, well, you know, that's the other thing. There's just so much to bloody say, because so many people message me, and so many people have their own stories and all this stuff. I know one guy for a fact paid for his head sculpt way after I did, and he got his before mine. But I guess that was because Nathan was waiting to do a bunch of Maya's heads all at one time. Certainly got the impression from what he was telling me that he wouldn't just do a Maya's head then go do something else. He'd get all the Maya's orders in line and then do them when the time came, sort of thing. But it just didn't line up with some of the things I was being told in the past. But it's all, you know, it's all water under the bridge. It's all good. I'm very, very happy with the sculpt. And the eye work inside the head here, let me just let you see it. I really love the eyes. They're really deep in the mask. Let me take them over here by the window. Oh, you see the light catching the eyes there? That is amazing. And you can really see the skin tone underneath the white. So I'll give you a much better look at this in a true light video tomorrow outdoors, and that way you'll be able to see the eyes inside the mask, and you'll really be able to see the paintwork in its full glory. I am losing light rapidly here, and I'm just using this big ass LED right in his face. It's not very flattering. If I turn the brightness all the way down, it should make it look better. There you go. It's just when I move the camera around, it kind of messes with the focus. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for now, guys, and I'll bring you another video on this really soon. Like I said, I'll do a true light review on the head tomorrow, an actual review on this figure. I'll do a comparison between this head and the, you know, the One's Customs Blackest Eyes V2. And I have the Trick or Treat Studios 2018 Maya's mask coming tomorrow for definite. I just paid the custom charge, £30, you bastards. And that's going to be coming. I'll also be repainting my Trick or Treat Studios mask, but not straight away. I want to take my time with that. Maybe wait until I see the film first. You know, it might be an idea before you go repainting your masks. I know there's pictures out there showing you what it looks like, but I might wait until I see the movie, then get to work on repainting it. We'll see. I'm quite impatient, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Nathan, if you're watching this, yep, it was a frustrating wait, but I'm very happy with what you've sent me in the end. I hope you're not too pissed off of anything I've said. And yeah, man, very cool, very awesome. More videos coming soon. I did pop out today and get the 4K Ultra HD version. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. That's just the regular DVD. It was only $2.99 for the DVD, and I thought, well, I can take this slipcover and cut out the Halloween. Let me just move this. What I intend to do is cut out that bit on the side there and use it for a nameplate for a nice base that I want to make. So $2.99 for the DVD version. Whoa, couldn't really resist. Anyway, more videos on this coming soon. The Madbug / Silent Surfer 1978 Michael Myers head sculpt. It's just, you know, an essential piece to have. If you're in the Michael Myers 1/6 scale game, this is one of the heads that you need. You just need it. And you know, there were times when I was getting frustrated thinking, damn it, I'm gonna throw in the towel and just ask for my money back. It ain't worth it. But I knew I was being silly. I was like, do you know what, just get on with something else. Wait, it'll come eventually, and when it does, you will own one of the essential cogs in the Michael Myers 1/6 scale wheel. Alright, that's enough out of me. More videos coming soon. Let me know what you think of these, you know, the first little look I'm giving out to you here. Let me know what you think. And yeah, more videos coming soon. I'm loving it. Alright guys, hope you're having a great October. See you soon. Bye bye.